Let's talk about that path to victory. I'd like to welcome in our political panel this hour, NewsNation political contributor Dr. Lauren Wright and Democratic strategist Dee Dawkins-Haigler. Thank you both for your time. Dee, I would like to start with you. This race continues to be oh so very tight. I mean, these numbers really are astounding. We know that Harris is cutting into Trump's lead, the Trump lead that he had over Biden in so many states. But again, it's so close. And again, all of the polling is within the margin of error. Dee, what could the road to victory realistically look like for Kamala Harris?
The road to victory is pretty much evident. I think she just needs to hone in a little bit more on her message tonight that she gives to the country in her interview. I think Pennsylvania is right within her grasp. Who would have thought a month ago that we would be even this close in any of the polling? Because as it's been mentioned before with President Biden, there wasn't even an opportunity for us to pick up places like Georgia. And really, honestly, I think we could pick up North Carolina, even though it's said that she's at 48.1% and he's at 49.1%. I believe that with a little bit more energy on the ground and more resources, we can pick up North Carolina as well. So for VP Kamala Harris, her message is resounding with the country. She is able to pick up voters that we didn't think we were going to be able to pick up. And so I think the path actually is very clear for her to get pick up those battleground states and especially Pennsylvania.
All right. So Dr. Wright, over to you. I'd like to focus on the former president, his potential road to victory. I mean, these numbers show us that every single battleground state is vitally important in this race. He has been to Michigan numerous times this year compared to some of the other swing states. Do you think he's wise to focus so much on Michigan? Is it a strategy that makes sense?
Yes, and he does have to split his time among all of these swing states, especially Pennsylvania, where he has the advantage on the American energy independence issue and can fairly point to Harris's flip-flopping on fracking. That's an appealing message among swing voters in Pennsylvania who might not favor either party, but they are really worried about their job security, and they're not completely on board with the Democrats' transition to green energy within 10 years, which is something Harris has indeed signed onto and even co-sponsored in the past. But look, Trump's path to victory is by avoiding self-destruction. It's really so true that in any other situation, if it was any other Republican besides Donald Trump, with the Biden record as it is, Republicans would be looking at a potential landslide. They would have a very strong chance. But Trump is one of the most divisive, unpopular figures in American politics. And many Americans have not forgotten about January 6th. They sort of cringe when they hear him make the race about himself or when they hear him personally attack Harris. But he's got the issues that voters care about on his side. So it really just depends on his ability to stay on the message and not make it about himself.
And I do, Dr. Wright, I do want to go back to that. But first, Dee, we've got to talk about, what is top of the news today, that Harris is sitting down for her first interview as the actual nominee. Is she ready for tough questions? How does she expand her appeal to, much needed independent and undecided voters at this point?
Yes, I believe that she is absolutely ready. I mean, let's look at this. For the past 4 years, she has served as the vice president. She has filled in for the president, doing many policy meetings, whether she's attended the G8 or the G20. She knows how to handle herself under pressure. She's been an attorney general as well as United States senator. So I think she has studied up and she is ready to sit down today with Governor Walz, and they're going to do a phenomenal job on CNN explaining to the American people how the Biden-Harris administration was able to get the United States in a place where we have the best economy in the world that has rebounded from the whole entire COVID pandemic situation. Now, let's just look at this. Now, some people say that when they go to the grocery store, they're not seeing it, or to the gas pump, they're not seeing that the economy is good, which is important to the average American citizen. That's bread and butter issues. So today, she's going to have to explain how she's going to stop price gouging to the American public, and then to independent women. those who are independent voters, she's going to have to keep explaining that our liberties, our civil liberties are important. The right to have autonomy over your body is important. So I think she's going to be ready as it relates to the economy and to our freedoms.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.